Spectruminal Trinity! Spectruminal Trinity! Spectruminal Trinity! Spectruminal Trinity!
Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of ranking every single episode of the Spectruminal Trinitea podcast. I guess you could say that today is the Halloween episode, although I didn't decorate the studio at all. I had a plan to, but there's not really anywhere to stash decorations and about 50 other things I won't bore you with. Here's what I will get into. Today we're reviewing episodes 9 and 10, and boy howdy, I actually listened to these first, probably close to a month ago, and it's just taken this long to actually get around to recording. Because if there's one thing in this world I appreciate more than anything else, it is being consistently inconsistent. You see, I put off listening to new episodes for about a month, and then recorded right after for episode 4. And this time I listened to them right away, and still took a month to record because stuff kept getting in the way. Anyways, you're not here to listen to my personal problems. You're here to listen to a condensed version of podcast episodes that you could easily go check out for yourself. Which, again, I will be linking episode 9 in the end of this video, so you can go check it out. Anyways, where was I? Yes. Let's get into episode 9, shall we? So for episode 9, In a World, the title was a 9 out of 10. The tea of the day was black tea joined with cinnamon and orange. The overall topics were dragon tales, the weather, the basics of black tea, tea resin, historical facts about black tea, time isn't linear, antique show, pads and tampons, politics, the one with the bit, slingshots and longbows, down by the bay. Gavin is a dumbass for taking a piss in the toilet. Ohio Caverns. Cayenne's night with Gavin in 2015. A factory accident kills 10. Really big fish. Uvulas. Deja vu. Canon events. Crackpot theories about deja vu. Haley's multiplying closet. Cleveland. Kung Fu Panda 4. CIA TikTok. Lucid dreaming. Burping. Texas's border. Joe Rogan and Dr. Phil. Chinese immigrants. Doomsday. The last few years are going in the history books. Kellogg's. Epstein. Politics is a game. Trump versus Biden. Get a younger candidate. Gavin wants to be creative. The course of the nation. Militias. The fall of the West. Gavin's nunchucks. Harvey Weinstein. Gavin's deep thoughts. Gavin's cynical thoughts about the future. Dasani is bad. Life experiences. How to react to situations. Watching the country fall apart. Breath of the Wild. Cayenne introduces his new segment, In a World. Cayenne explains what In a World is. In a world where you had to apply to have a baby, Cayenne discusses his approach to the world. Gavin gets confused at the new segment. Cayenne discusses his writing options. Haley actually has things to talk about for this segment. Gavin still is unable to speak somehow. Fahrenheit 451. Suing doctors. Inspiring friends to create or make tea. Gavin is afraid of pride. Gavin debates telling his boss a joke. Gavin was the kid you thought would be a school shooter. Kyan was a 10 out of 10. Gavin was a 9 out of 10. Haley the tea miser was a 9 out of 10. I laughed 0 times, and I counted 220 swear words. The rank I'm giving this one, the rank I'm giving episode 9, is political tier. Now on to the funniest moment from episode 9.
There is this fan theory based on the saying that hair holds memories. And, so in the first game, Zelda has long hair and Link has shorter hair. In the second game, Zelda cut her hair short and Link grew his hair long so he can remember his past life.
In the second game?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I'm
That's a fan theory. It's it's just people are like, oh, that's cute, that's cool detail.
It's time for the viewing! That's right. Get your popcorn, get your butter, and get your regular corn with just butter on it, because we're about to go into a fucking soul, baby.
Alright, so actually this is very different. I'm doing something new today.
Alrighty.
So instead of what we usually call the viewing, I'm going to introduce a new segment called In a World. In a World, I'll explain in a second. I will start with, I don't know if these will have auras, but if so, this one's orange.
Alright.
Did you pull that off your hood?
No. In a World is a new segment we bring to the podcast where I propose a concept for a story, world, or...
Now, for those of you who aren't intimately aware with both my personal lore and the lore of my YouTube and TikTok accounts, I used to review a podcast called The Wait We're Recording Podcast, hosted by Gavin, Kyan, Newman, and Tristan. Now, in either their third or third and a half episode, it was Halloween time, and Newman and Gavin were alone. And Newman decided to read words off a website dedicated to Halloween-themed words. And I, being myself for some reason, decided to make a song out of that whole ordeal. It's not a good song, but it is a song, and it is relevant to one of the people in this podcast. It is Halloween. So for my Halloween episode, I decided I'm going to put an old song in here. Anyways, enough about me and my personal life and my past. Let's get into the present of the episode 10 we're reviewing. So for episode 10, Don't Drop It, the title was a 6 out of 10. The tea of the day was gunpowder green and 2 herbal berry teas. The overall topics are: the audio from the original episode 10 was awful, Haley was late, Gavin is Haley's Dan Schneider, Gavin does not like feet, the green screen fell down, green tea facts, Gavin asks if Kyan has an earthy dick, health facts about green tea, Haley got touched by an old man at Walmart, what green tea pairs with, TikTok, bad ice cream, dropping the soap. Haley's boyfriend is gonna say, "Woohoo!" when he gets lucky. Darth Maul mind games. Drake and Kendrick drama. Also, just want to go back there. I may have cut it out because I coughed in the middle, but I did sit here and perfect my woohoo! Woohoo! I can do that. I just want to clarify. I'm not a professional voice actor. I can do a couple. Anyways, back to the actual thing in hand. more Darth Maul method acting, time travel, the D&D group, music to play for the pilgrims, music, Twist by Korn, 63 cows just laying there. Kyan does creative writing with the others. In a world where everyone had supernatural abilities, how would it work? Different superheroes, mutant powers, deja vu, discussing the magic system, building the world, discussing the temples and the god hierarchy, the magical military, the world map, picking what animal you'd be, an invisible aggressive ending. Kyan was an 8 out of 10. Gavin was a 9 out of 10. Haley the Tea Miser was an 8 out of 10. I laughed 0 times, and I counted 92 swear words. The rank I'm giving episode 10 is B tier. And now, onto the funniest moment of episode 10.
That's fucked, man. I have my thoughts about that guy.
Yeah. I haven't watched much of that documentary.
Which one?
The
About
newest
God?
one. No, about Dan Schneider.
Oh. Me neither. I just kind of know he likes feet.
It's so much worse.
About God?
Are you saying you like feet then?
No, but that was kind of the joke. I don't have a thing for feet. I thought I mentioned this before. It's like, I don't really, because I mentioned the thing with the socks. It's like, dude, I don't get thigh socks, and I don't get feet, but I understand feet more. Is this getting cut yet? No! Sorry, guys. You're gonna get a lot of that.
You gotta cut some of that. We can't be laughing for that long.
What do you mean?
I feel like I was laughing forever. That's fucking...
I don't think that was that long.
Anyway.
But if it was, that's the essence of this podcast, bitch.
So that was episodes 9 and 10 of the Spectruminal Trinity podcast. Now on to the ranking. Episode 9, as you can see. Well, if you listened earlier, I said that episode 9 is going into the political tier. So once again, hammered home a bunch of politics that they're pretty sensible. I had no problem with them. And episode 10, while it did briefly go into the horny territory, I'm going to put it in B tier for fear of just putting every episode into either the political tier or the horny tier from now on. It's not my intention. I still want to use letters where I can. Well, this may not have been the Halloween special I was planning, or much of anything, but I have been feeling rather under the weather for the last month. I mean, I haven't actually had any kind of sickness, and I've still been, perfectly fine, but I've just felt kind of out of energy for the past month. I don't know. It's... maybe tomorrow I'll go listen to some more episodes of the Spectruminal Trinity podcast, and maybe around Thanksgiving I'll put out another episode. Who knows? Well, this has been episode 5 of reviewing every episode of the Spectruminal Trinity podcast. I'll see you when I see you next. Bye-bye.
Dude, you just mentioned let's flicker around. Oh, demons just whisper the word. Do them dissolve.